All right, we are live. This is not a deep work focused session. This is not a strong Q&A type of session. This is whoa, my light just died. Man, I had a really cool setup. But anyways, this is not like a major deep focus session, but really I just wanted to take the time to just hop on the stream with you, let you guys know that I'm super grateful for the growth of my YouTube channel this year, and just letting you know, like, man, we've had a crazy year. If you're still tuning in and all that, I just want to give back and just connect with y'all as well. You know, I just literally, as we're speaking, I'm actually uploading a YouTube video about everything I'm grateful for in 2020, because we had a lot of crazy things. Obviously, we have our pandemic, right? At the current moment, a lot of people lost their jobs, and for me, I'm just grateful that I'm able to work remote at the moment, like with my business and whatnot. But also, this year has been really tough on my business too, and it's kind of like, man, there's just a lot of things that have come up on my radar that, you know, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like the perfect timing. Either I just meet the right person at the right time or something like that as well. So just wanted to share that with you. If you guys want to hop in and chop it up too, why don't I create a title really quick? Let's see. Want to join live? Yeah, and I'll open up a room too so that you guys can we can just chop it up. Go to, I think this works, and I need to activate this too really quick. So I'll activate this link. If you guys want to go on video and stuff, or just connect for a bit, I think we'll limit it to like 5 minutes each or something like that. It depends. If there's a lot of people that are in my waiting room, then obviously I gotta limit it as well, but I think it'd be kind of cool just to chop it up with you guys, see what you're up to this Thanksgiving and all that, and see how your year's been going on. See like what you're grateful for this year, because honestly, the number one thing I know it sounds so corny. Everybody's like gratitude, 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 but honestly, gratitude every single morning has really shifted my mood a lot and shifted my positivity a lot as well. So let me open up the interview room to interview, because I basically got this new software that I'm using to kind of be able to live stream and stuff like that, so I can just throw people in a room and all that as well. So perfect. Awesome. If you're tuning in just now, would appreciate a like or subscribe, or let me know what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving this year. For me, this is actually my first time in a long time. I can't remember the last time I was in Boston in terms of Thanksgiving. I think it was honestly maybe during pharmacy, like 2013 maybe. Like I spent most of my holidays working, right, in the pharmacy. These last few years, I never really went back home here to celebrate with anyone, which honestly, in the grand scheme of things, like, it's kind of like, Kevin, why were you working so damn hard for? You know, was it really that crucial where you had to miss like Thanksgiving and all that? So, but now it's like, it's so crazy. We're living in this crazy time, and I'm able to spend time with my family these days and for Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna be probably staying until Christmas as well. I'm going to be staying during Christmas as well to just really take advantage of this time as well, too. So that's what I'm up to for the rest of the year. But yeah, just like there's just like so much this year that I've been reflecting on as well, and I don't know. I've become more and more of a stronger believer that everything happens for a reason. In terms like, hey, maybe pharmacy wasn't for me back then because I was meant to do something bigger, or hey, maybe I was meant to lose my major client this year because I was meant to do something bigger as well. And it keeps on. I think like even this year, I've been able to build more scalable skills and and grow my business to the point where like I'm just double downing on everything. And I'm finding that through these coaching programs, through interacting with other people as well, I just realized that the gap for me isn't like really a knowledge gap. It really comes down to execution and stuff too. So yeah, but enough about work. I don't want to talk about work all the time as well. So one of the things for me back in the day, so I'll tell you guys since I'm not getting too many comments right now, I want to tell you kind of like, what was Thanksgiving like for me back in the day? And if you're tuning in, I'd love for you to chime in and tell me how you guys typically celebrate your Thanksgivings. But man, like, believe it or not, back in the day, so this is a picture of my grandma. I keep a picture nearby of her with me. Just I don't know. She was so important in my life. She was the one that we would always go to her place for Thanksgiving or Christmas or any of the holidays. And she was the one that really raised me. Like while my mom and dad were at work a lot of time, she was the one that really raised me a lot. And so I remember back in the days, like we would wake up super, super early. My mom would always buy like things like Dunkin' Donuts or I didn't really drink coffee as a kid, but my mom would always help prep for Thanksgiving dinner at my grandma's place all the freaking time. And man, I kind of miss those days because honestly, like since then, my family is all kind of broken up these days. We're not very close. Like there's no, sometimes it takes like one central person to kind of come in and just organize some of these things as well, right? And so for me, it was actually a huge reason was like my grandma. My grandma would actually host a lot of these events back in the day, and we would have everything. I think we would always have sweet potatoes. We'd always have like these buns, like these dinner roll things. So bomb. My mom would like put butter on them and it would be so bomb. I would enjoy them every single time. Obviously, mashed potatoes. We'd have some sort of I think sometimes we would have ham, but I was never really a big pork person. And then we would also have like turkey, obviously. And then we would have some sort of red meat as well, which was all right. And my mom would make some gravy too. But man, back in the day, like we used to always get together and it really like, I think as you get older, like for myself, back then when I was a kid, I didn't really appreciate it as much. But now that there's a lack of that in my life these days where we don't really do Thanksgiving dinners. We don't really have that traditional, you kind of forget and appreciate the amount of work that goes into something like that. Like big props to my mom and my grandma and stuff. Like they're the reasons why like I had such a great childhood when it came to holidays. I used to always look forward to them every single time and all that as well. But yeah, parents didn't really do anything for Thanksgiving, but grandparents invited us over for some American Thanksgiving dinner. That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. Like, and we've done the Chinese style too. So Chinese style Thanksgiving, where it's like a lot of people will just bring over like hot pot and shit like that, right? They bring hot pot or Chinese food or something like that as well. So I think like most places are pretty, like I know in LA, K-Town is pretty much still open on Thanksgiving. They don't believe in holidays. There's all that as well. Sutton says, happy Thanksgiving, Kevin. Thank you, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Let me move this up as well. If anybody wants to join live and you guys are just tuning in, make sure it would mean a lot if you could drop a like. But if you guys want to go live with me, just type in that link in your browser and you can just hop on live. I thought it would be kind of cool to just offer this as well. I did it with Cynthia a while ago, but I want to do it for some of you guys as well. Maybe we can like cap it at 5 minutes or something like that, and test it out. I've actually never really done this other than Cynthia, and I had to clean out a lot of my computer too to make sure that it actually runs. Let me turn off Final Cut Pro too so that it's not lagging. Close library. There we go. Cool. Before this year, somebody's asking, can you explain Thanksgiving to an English boy, please? I don't even know the origins of Thanksgiving. I believe like this is what we're taught in elementary school back in the day. We were taught like hey, when the first settlers came here, they had a really rough winter. They talked to the Indian, like the Native Americans and stuff. Like they had their first major dinner or something like that together because it was really rough, and that was like Thanksgiving. I don't know. I don't really know the origins, but something like that as well. But I think more recently, what Thanksgiving kind of means to us Americans is just a time to like stop everything you're doing and just enjoy your time with your family. You know, it's one of those major holidays. I would say Christmas and Thanksgiving are the major holidays, and then obviously there's Black Friday shopping and all this bullshit too, where they make it into a shopping holiday and they want to sell and shit, right? But I don't know how big that's going to be this year, but that's kind of like Thanksgiving in a nutshell, like history with Kevin, right? Before this year, my family invites everyone and does karaoke. Lol. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I mean, back in the day too, like, so this is before COVID and stuff, but back in the day for me and my friends, we would actually hop over. We would go to different like parties and stuff too all the time. Like we would go to, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah is hosting a Thanksgiving party. So we go hop over from party to party, and then we would actually always meet up like at the clubs and stuff too after. It was so funny. We would always do that. Especially like when I was in like my last years of pharmacy school as well. So I always kind of miss Friendsgiving too, man. I haven't done that in years, honestly, since I really haven't done that in years, like a Friendsgiving and whatnot. But I kind of miss that. I kind of miss that where you just chop it up with your friends. But especially with COVID, that's not really a major option for a lot of people, or a lot of people can't do that these days. So yeah. But yeah, karaoke is pretty major. Like, I don't know, man. Asians just love karaoke. I've been to like, let's see, how many different Thanksgivings? Like, a few of my friends will do a traditional like American Thanksgiving's dinner. Dude, like I've been to my friends' places where we just do freaking Vietnamese style, where everybody's drinking Heineken and just like eating seafood and shit. I don't know, man. I at the end of the day, like I'm not a big turkey person, but it's really the fact that I just like getting together and chopping up with friends a lot too. You were never a big fan of Black Friday, especially when they made it on Thanksgiving night, which ruined the purpose of Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's true. Like they started pushing it earlier and earlier. And I noticed this happening like quite a bit. And it was kind of it really does kill the Thanksgiving vibe. But I've also done Black Friday back when it wasn't super popular, like where you wake up super early, you line up in front of a line, it's cold as fuck. Like honestly, it just sucks. Like just what for discounted TV, and honestly the discounts probably aren't that great anymore. There used to be a lot of like the whole idea behind Black Friday too from a business point of view is that they usually have a loss leader or something like that. If you like, they have some sort of promotional item, they'll limit it just to get people in the door and lined up, and while people are there they're going to buy other things too. That's the whole concept behind that as well. So yeah, not a huge fan of Black Friday. By the way, for those 6 people who haven't, make sure to drop a like. Let's extend this out. Basically I'm going to probably do this until my Thanksgiving dinner, which is about 30 minutes ish, or we'll see as well. College Friendsgiving potluck feels so long ago. I know, for real, right? The last time I even did like a potluck type of thing or anything like that was like maybe Christmas of like 2017. Oh yeah, 2017, 2018 maybe. I think around then. I think around 2017 when everything was happening for me. So yeah, that was the last time I did it, but I honestly don't really do it that much, and my friends don't really host that stuff. But there's been times where like me and my friends too, like especially if we're all bachelors and stuff like that, like we just grab KBBQ, man, half the time. Like a few of my friends, we used to go to Haijangchan in K-Town, and we used to go there, go to town and stuff, and that's how we used to spend Thanksgiving too. Durka says, Dr. Ka or Durka says, 17 says, what up, Kevin Yee, the big D farm. Happy American Thanksgiving, my friend. Thank you, Durka. Really appreciate you. Hopefully, I don't know where you're from, but if you guys are celebrating Thanksgiving, hey, just want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving as well. Red Pill Alpha says, much love from Thailand. Happy Thanksgiving, my man. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you as well, if you do celebrate it down there as well. What are you having for Thanksgiving dinner? So my brother's actually cooking this year. I don't really know. It's probably going to be like an American like type of dinner, but I'm always the worst person. Like, honestly, you probably don't want me cooking or anything like that. So what we are focusing on is we're doing some sort of prime rib. I think I saw some prime rib like in the kitchen just now, so we're doing that. Probably gonna be some American sides like mashed potatoes and all that sort of stuff too. But I'm trying to stay on my macros as well, man. My light just died. But I'm trying to stay on my macros. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on my macros right now too. So that's what's probably what's for dinner and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not really a turkey person. I love like prime rib and all that sort of stuff. So that's my jam right there. Back in college, Publix fried chicken was a staple in Florida for potlucks. Yeah, dude. Like for some reason, supermarket fried chicken is. I mean, people used to knock on it, but honestly, I've been to most of the fried chicken places, like fried chicken from grocery stores, and they're pretty freaking good, man. It's pretty addicting. I love fried chicken. I try not to eat it so much, but I try not to eat most fried things so much as well. But yeah, fried chicken is pretty bomb, and then Korean fried chicken is pretty bomb too, my man. Favorite Thanksgiving dish? I'm a protein guy, man. I love like prime rib. If there's prime rib, I love that. I love any sort of like, don't get me wrong, I love like mashed potatoes and stuff, but that's like really, I always like the health side of me is like, dude, that's heavy in carbs, and it's just carbs and butter right there, man. So that's a no-go. But I love mashed potatoes, at least the taste of them. Stuffing, I'm not a big fan of. Turkey, I'm not a huge fan of. Although I did see a bomb recipe of like fried turkey, and they basically would like kind of do a fried chicken type of thing where they would chop up the turkey and fry that as well. So there's that. Let's see. Kev making the natty gains, anabolic maintenance. I just hired a coach recently, so he has me on volume training right now. He has me on like so I'm not on keto anymore, guys. And one of the things is that I just needed to I'm trying to get back into my former shape as well and really lean out as well. So I was fortunate enough to have enough money to invest in a trainer this year, so that's something I'm very happy with too. I'm doing like a 6-day routine or something. It's totally opposite from what I do, but honestly, like I was just like, you're the coach. Whatever you say, I'll do. We'll give it a try. I trust in you, and let's go. But this guy, he trains fighters, and he himself was elite powerlifter too. So he had huge numbers and stuff like that as well. So I don't know. I'm trusting it all in him. I have my scale, so I got to weigh out all my food during Thanksgiving, but I think it's worth it. I mean, I honestly don't like feeling like crap after my meals and shit. So yeah. Dr. K17 says, we had our Canadian Thanksgiving in October. Wish we were American so we can orient our cultural times. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what is Canadian Thanksgiving like? Is it the same thing as kind of like American Thanksgiving, or do Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving? I'm kind of curious, like, because so I dated my so I had an ex before. She lived in Hong Kong, and she said that they would sometimes like eat like Thanksgiving meals, but I mean, Thanksgiving is a very American holiday. Most people watch football on that day and go Black Friday shopping and just like eat with their family and stuff. And some people have multiple meals, like they'll do a lunch type of thing and then dinner type of thing. Yeah, luckily for me, I only have one dinner today, so that's all I need. But I don't know, in the future, like if I have a family and stuff, like man, dude, either my waifu needs to cook or I need to learn how to cook, man. So it's one or the other. So there's that. We usually do a 5x5 program, push pull legs, get yourself a SBD belt. Yeah, I do. I used to do 5x5. I used to do strong lifts. I used to do Jim Wilder 531 program, things like that. But my coach was just saying, like, dude, you've been doing it for so long that probably time to change it up. I do have a belt. I do have a powerlifting belt. Yeah, I was really into powerlifting back in the day too, but I noticed like my strength definitely went down when I started training jujitsu. I mean, honestly, I can't rep 500 plus pounds off the floor anymore when I'm doing deadlifts, man. It's crazy. But yeah, so my coach says I gotta choose one or the other. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to choose jujitsu because I think it's more fun, and plus like it's a lot more fun, and I feel like I'm learning so much when I do jujitsu as well. And by the way, for those 8 people who haven't, make sure to smash the like button, boost the algorithm, other people. Let's see. Hey Kev, are you back in California yet? How do you stay fit during COVID? Nothing to do. I just eat. For me, I am just I go to a gym. So I do mostly like I just do like I'm at a commercial gym, so I'm not super happy. So I train at Barbell Brigade back in California. So I guess like right now how I'm trying to stay fit is just I go to the commercial gym. They don't have sleds. They don't have anything like that. Although I could get like one of those sleds too. That it's called a magic carpet or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. I'm making this shit up. But basically, it's an indoor sled that you can pull. I bought one, but then I was like, I'm never going to use this shit. This is so inconvenient bringing this into the gym, right? So there's that, and then so I'll do that. I'll do something called Ramwad. Basically, it's a Yin Yoga program which works on your mobility and stuff too. So I'm doing that, and then also I go for walks around malls and stuff too. I'll usually like bring an easy to read book. Like I don't know, this one's on my desk. I was gonna read this today, but I was like, oh shit, the malls are closed. So I usually do like low intensity cardio, not to just to kind of like, it's also a kind of relaxation type of thing for me as well. So that's what I've been doing. I try to do that on the daily as well. Yeah, but Dr. Ka17 says, exactly the same minus certain regional dishes. We have turkey, mashed potatoes, cranberries, yams. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, dude, some people really like that cranberry shit, like that cranberry sauce with the can and whatnot. I don't really fuck with that shit. That seems kind of nasty to me, honestly. Like, I never like that stuff. It's just like sugar on top of sugar, honestly. But dude, there is one thing that Chinese people, if you do make turkey, right? We always have the fall guy joke, like the turkey like congee as well. So that's really, really popular. If you're not familiar with congee, honestly, it wasn't my favorite growing up, but now like I enjoy a bowl of congee, but it's really high in carbs, so I don't really eat it. But when I was in Hong Kong, the congee was bomb. But just to say, like, so if you don't know the recipe, basically you take the carcass of the turkey that you ate the previous day, and you throw a bunch of rice in it, maybe some salt and some other shit, right? Very simple recipe, and just like, yeah, and just you make your congee that way. And it's just, congee is just like rice and water pretty much. Like it's very diluted and stuff, but it's pretty good for the most part. Yeah, I forgot about that. Don't take SARM, stay natty, bro. Yeah. I've always been natty. I mean, I can't, like, honestly, why I work out and stuff is just for health. I mean, I'm not doing it to compete. I'm not trying to compete. I'm not trying to, like, I'm pretty clear about my goals. I mean, I'm just there to just really be mobile and just be in really good health, because when you're in good health, you can think better too. That's something I've really noticed as well. And you feel better. Honestly, when I was in what's that called? When I was having a brain fart, guys. When I was in quarantine, I wasn't really happy at all, to be honest with you. Like, I was very miserable. I was really tired all the time. And now that I'm working out very consistently, I'm on this routine that my coach has me on, I feel a lot better. I actually sleep a lot less, not because I feel forced to, but he was saying you're eating so much cleaner that you don't need as much sleep too. I don't know how that correlates. Dr. Ka says, like button smash equals true. Love it. Thanks, man. For 10 people who haven't, make sure to like the button as well. And also, I just want to say, if you guys want to chat for a little bit too, I'm going to plug this in. You can go to livewithkevin.com and you'll be funneled into my waiting room. So whoever wants to jump on and stuff, if you guys want to, no pressure at the end of the day. But if you guys want to jump on, we can do like a video type of thing like I did with Cynthia last time as well. So I'll leave it up here. Yeah, but I understand not everybody wants to be on video and stuff. So there's that. My Hassan says, man, I'm sorry. Oh man, we got a freaking pharmacy question, man. Why you gotta kill the mood like that? No one wants to talk about work on Thanksgiving. No, just kidding. Hassan says, I'm sorry if my question sounds repetitive, but how is clinical pharmacy like being specialized in oncology in a hospital or hospital pharmacy? Is it a good career? So I'm definitely not the person to ask, because I know I don't have a career in oncology or in a hospital pharmacy or anything like that. But what I am working on these days is, like, I have a few older podcasts where I interview people. I was going to make an initiative to really get more and more people on from different careers and stuff like that. But I honestly I don't really want to talk about pharmacy anymore, to be honest. There's a big part of me that feels that way, but I don't really know. It's best to just talk to someone who's actually in the field. If anybody is in like hospital and in a specialized career like that, or has done residency and all that, feel free to chime in. But definitely I'm not the person to ask as well, but I can probably find someone to answer that as well. Also forgot ham. Also, by the way, I made ham soup the other day and I told my Hong Kong friends, hums up. That's so funny. Hums up. Yeah, gotcha. That's funny. Like, I get what you mean. Like like ham and then wet. Gotcha. So funny. Stupid Cantonese jokes, guys. So your name is probably Dr. Ka, I'm assuming, right? I don't like traditional Thanksgiving foods in general. Turkey is dry as fuck. Honestly, that's how I feel about turkey too. Like, unless it's like dark meat, maybe dark meat is a little more moist. But I will tell you this, the best like turkey I really like, honestly, is at Disney. I love Disney. It's kind of salty sometimes, depending where you get it, how you get it sometimes. I always like that turkey leg. That turkey leg is smoked or whatever. It's bomb as fuck every single time. It's never dry. I just love it at Disney. I had it once when I was in Florida, and then I had it over at Disneyland like twice, and it was bomb. That shit was bomb, dude. But yeah, like, honestly, turkey is not my jam. But I remember having fried turkey, and that stuff, it was pretty moist for that. I don't know how people like eating breast. Like, obviously, like, you know, these are first world problems. Like, oh, I don't like white meat, right? Like stuff like that. But like it's first world problems, but for me, I just don't like white meat and stuff. That's not something I really like, to be honest with y'all. Danny says, "Pokkai." What does Pokkai mean? My Chinese friend calling me that, and I am Vietnamese. That's so funny. Yeah, dude. Chinese people swear a lot in all time, but I'm pretty sure if you go on Urban Dictionary, does it have the dictionary for it? Let's see. Yes. Okay. Yes. Here. Yeah, this is accurate. So if you go here, let me show you the screen for this. It's a Cantonese slang meaning to fall down on the street and die. Pok is the sound of the head hitting pavement. Gai is the street. Yeah. It's used when someone's angry at someone and uses the person when the person wishes the person was dead or one is angry. It's so funny. This is actually to the point. So that's pretty much what Pokkai means. So yeah. Yeah, people usually say Pokkai, Hamga-chan and stuff like that, but like they usually use it in that sequence and all that. It's pretty funny. Hagao says it means to trip on the street. Well, AT says, will Angela and your friends ever make an appearance on the channel again? Honestly, I've been a little bit. So with Angela, I don't know if she'll make an appearance on the channel again. She's moving on for her life and stuff like that, and it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't anticipate her being on the channel. There was a point where I was going to do like a mini series like with her, and just have her back on the channel to do a podcast type of thing. I think that would be pretty cool. But honestly, with everything going on and the new changes in her life, she's gonna be really, really busy, dude. So. No, I don't anticipate that. And then some of my friends just don't want to be on my channel too, and I don't blame them. So that's okay, you know. But yeah, I have a few older vlogs that I could edit and throw up, but I haven't been in the vlogging mode recently, honest. And I'll be honest, I haven't been going out that much, like at all. So maybe in the future, maybe if she wants to, I'll ask her later, but definitely not right now. She's super busy. I wish not doctor. Just shorten my name, Derek. Gotcha. Okay, perfect. I think Cantonese people also refer to asshole. Well, I'm trying to think about all the times like we use it all the time. I would say you're right. I mean, like, it's kind of like almost like it's not like a fuck type of thing, like when you say fuck, you know, but you could use it as like you could use it like that if you really wanted to, like if you're, yeah, I don't know, it's all fucking same, honestly. Yeah, never mind, you're right, I found it. Wow, thank you. I love the technical definition from Urban Dictionary. It's so accurate and concise. Yeah, it really does. Like, it's crazy the amount of shit that you can find on Urban Dictionary, honestly. So yeah, just don't ask, like, the reason why I'm not like yelling it out right now is because like my mom's in the other room and shit, and I mean my mom hears me swear all the time, but it's just like she'll be like, yo, it's Thanksgiving, why are you yelling like Pokkai, Hamga-chan, and Diule, like all this like, you know, all the bad words in Cantonese, why don't you learn how to speak Cantonese proper, you know? I'm like, okay, you're right. I really do need to learn to speak Cantonese properly as well. Is it like saying "diu" or how Vietnamese people say it? It's, I mean, they mean different things, but like people say, people say it out of frustration or something like that as well, or anger, you know, that's when you use these words. It's not like, and keep in mind, I'm not like the Cantonese connoisseur god, man. I'm not the best at it, but I mean, that's when you probably use when you use those words and stuff. But "diu" is like, you can use that in so many, it's just like the American fuck. You can use that in so many contexts and stuff like that as well. So yeah. Cool. Awesome. We got 4 people who haven't smashed the like button, y'all. So if you haven't, make sure to smash it as well. All right, 555. 5 minutes until the stream ends. Any other questions you guys have, or what are you guys, those who are just tuning in, what are you guys up to today? What are you doing? Love to kind of hear how you guys are celebrating Thanksgiving as well. I'll be honest too. If I was in California, y'all, I'd probably just be in my room and just keep on working and not even do anything for Thanksgiving. That's how boring my life is. But I'm trying to get away from doing so much work. Honestly, there's a lot of things that are just not passing by me, but my therapist and a few, like my therapist has was kind of like, man, do you really need to work that hard? Or my business coach is like, hey, Kevin, do you really need to work that hard? And I'm like, yeah, the truth is I probably don't, but I love drowning myself in work so I don't have to think about other things, man. So that's just how I am, y'all. All indoor gyms are closed in LA. We have a 10 p.m. curfew and no outdoor or indoor for next 3 weeks. Oh man, that's rough. And that's the reason, guys, why I'm not in California at the moment. Like, I can't see myself being in California or anything like that. Are you a minimalist? I'm not, I wouldn't say extreme minimalist. I really like minimalist design and going very simple. I'm a big fan of simple things as well. Somebody asked, where's Angela? Ben, I think this is the second time you asked where Angela is, man. She's back in California enjoying her life, man. Checking out online Black Friday sales, but there's nothing I need / want. Okay, guys, I think I gotta head out. It's gonna be dinner pretty soon, but I just want to check in. I'm going to be doing a live stream on Sunday, my normal live stream as well. But just want to say, hey, thankful for you. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Peace.